One thing I've always wanted to ask you, and I think the first time I ever heard this was maybe your sophomore year, people calling you Ant. Mm-hmm. Okay, first of all, how tall are you?
About 5'9" on a good day.
Okay, on a good day, all right. And I know I'm not going to ask you how much you weigh, but but you're a grown man. Mm-hmm. Does it bother you to have people call you Ant?
No, it's just stuck with me since high school. I mean, people just call me Ant because it's short. You know?
Sure.
And I'm sure it has something to do with my height. So.
Well, yeah. Also, I think the quickness that you've shown and your ability to cut. Mm-hmm. We saw that Saturday when you returned the kickoff for a touchdown. You came darn close to getting another one. Mm-hmm. Favorite part of the game, kick returning?
Oh, definitely.
Is it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How does it rank against like being a wideout?
I feel that I have the capability to make a bigger play on kickoff return, and especially set up my offense with kick return than being a wideout, because so many things have to go right for me to get the ball. I guess you could say that with receiving too, because there's a lot of teams that don't like kicking to me,
right? Because
of things like that happened on Saturday.
Well, we saw that Saturday. Was it 2 weeks ago when they moved you up, and still they didn't catch that, and you ended up with the ball anyway. So way to go! That so maybe the Ant means you're a little sneaky too that way.
Yeah, we try to manipulate teams into kicking it to me, move me around and stuff.
You and DeMarcus both have touchdowns, so I guess they get a chance to pick their poison.
Yeah.
You have been a standout here, and I think before you're all said and done, you'll have many of our Jewell records of offense, both receiving and kickoff returning. If you could point to a moment in your career so far, is there one big one?
I go back to last year against UND. The year before, I was injured and couldn't make it out there to the game that they won.
Right.
That was the most receiving yards I had in the game, which was 204.
Right.
Only off 4 catches, but yeah, that was a big game for me.
Yeah, you've had so many that I bet it's hard to pick. You come to us from where? Where's your hometown?
Dallas, Texas.
And why pick William Jewell?
I guess they stuck with me with my injuries in high school, so they showed loyalty to me, so I just chose Jewell.
Have you always been a skill guy? Have you always been a receiver and kick returner?
Yep.
And what happened in high school? What about those injuries?
Broke my shoulder. Always had nagging ankle injuries, stuff like that.
Yeah, so it was tough to get some time on the field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In school, you told me that recently you've changed your major. Would you talk about that for a sec?
It was nursing. It was a little difficult to balance nursing and football with all the late nights of studying and stuff, and then wake up and go to practice. It was just hard to balance.
Yeah.
So I switched it to occupational therapy, which is a psych major here. I would have to go to a school after Jewell to get my master's in occupational therapy.
So you're going to be in school for a little bit longer, even after graduation. Mm-hmm. Where do you see yourself doing in occupational therapy?
I don't know if I want to stay here or go back home, but I just want to help people, with either that or physical therapy. My sister's also occupational therapy major, so she can help me with that also.
Since you bring up your sibling, what about the rest of your family? Tell us a little bit about them, please.
My brother's playing football back at the school back home.
Okay.
My mother's working. I have a little sister who's still in high school. Yeah. And that's it.
All right. You come to Jewell, as we said, and had such a great athletic career. But what is kind of being a college student, college athlete, outside of all the cheering and that stuff? What does that kind of mean to you?
It's a lot of pressure, especially being at Jewell. We have a history of, not being very good, in the athletic department. I feel as though you're being looked up to, especially with the younger guys coming in.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot of pressure being a student athlete here.
You take that real seriously, don't you, the leadership thing? Mm-hmm. How does that manifest itself on the field? Because to me, outward impression here, but you're not the most vocal guy. No. I don't see you up in people's faces on the sideline. So how do you, what's your style of leadership?
My style of leadership is action. I try to lead by action. There's moments where, I might have those down games, and coaches come to me and tell me that I can't, look as if I'm down,
right,
because other people are looking up to me. So, yeah, I have to lead by action.
Final question, Anthony, with a finite number of games left. You know when this season is going to be over and your college career is going to be over. How do you want to come off the field that last game? How do you want to be feeling, and how do you want this season to end?
I just want to play and leave nothing on the table, and that's cliche, but I just want to give it my all, and know that I've done everything possible, no matter what the outcome is. Yeah, that's what I see myself doing.
Hey, thank you for visiting.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more in just a moment.